Okay, now we are going to practice reading the alto line and the tenor line, which make up the inner voices for We Thank Thee, O God, for a Prophet. So go ahead and put your thumb back on D. You'll notice that there's two stems on that first note. If you have your hymn book, if you don't have your hymn book, go ahead and get it out because you're going to be reading. But you'll notice that that first note, the D, has two stems, and that is because if you're in a choir setting, both the soprano and the alto will sing that. So the alto note starts on We thank thee, O God, for a prophet, right? And then you're just going to follow that second line. So I'm going to play it all the way through here. The second line, the second note, right? Second note down from the top is the alto. So we're going to isolate that, make sure you're still playing your F sharps and your C sharps when necessary. We are just going to play the alto line. This would be really important if you were conducting a choir, leading a choir, and you just needed to help teach the altos their alto part, or if you're an alto and you want to learn the alto part yourself. Reading separate parts is very important. So even if you're an accomplished pianist, this can kind of be tricky sometimes, making sure you can follow that one line in there. Okay, let's do the alto line. To lighten our minds with its rays, we thank thee for every blessing bestowed by thy bounteous hand. We feel it a pleasure to serve thee and love to obey thy command. So that is the alto line. Okay, now let's go ahead and play the tenor. So the tenor, make sure when you're doing your smart music assessment of this that you're kind of in the right position. The tenor, we're going to start with a 3 there on F sharp. And reading the bass clef, which is going to be fun. So, we thank thee, O God, for a prophet to guide us in these latter days. We thank thee for sending the gospel to lighten our minds with its rays. We thank thee for every blessing bestowed by thy bounteous hand. We feel it a pleasure to serve thee and love to obey thy command. All right, I'm recording them once, but I don't suggest that you only do it once. I definitely suggest that you do this a lot. Let me scoot the camera up. So what you're going to want to do for the assessment is be able to play just each part separately. Be able to play the soprano by itself, be able to play the bass by itself, be able to play the tenor by itself, and the alto by itself. If you're very comfortable with that and you would like to show me how you can kind of pair them, either doing it hands separately in the soprano or alto, and then tenor or bass, or if you want to do the soprano and the bass together, and then the inner voices together. I would love to take a look at those things and and give you some feedback on that as well. But just for the minimum requirement for the class, I think just playing each voice separate, each part separate is good. So in the assessment, I want you to just go through. It'll be really short and play each line for me separately. Thanks. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck preparing for the assessment.